All right. So basically, we are going to discuss about the recap of this week, which is for December first week, 2025. Um, so we are going to discuss few things which are being seen always in our group as well as from various platform wherever I manage. So first thing is like we have to discuss about this thing that I am a Pearson certified trainer, as you know me already, that I am UK accredited TFL language trainer. So far, a lot of people have got their desired scores. As you can see that 13 people have got perfect 90s in all, and 52 people got superiors, 20 after the latest PT updates, and many got proficients. And I don't remember the counting of competent scores. For PTE Core, 12 people have got CLB 7 so far, 6 people got CLB 8, 4 got CLB 9, and 3 got CLB 10. All right. So that's the basic introduction about me myself. I have been training PTE for around 1.5 years. So let's move to the basic questions which we always see in our day-to-day life and also in our groups. All right. So most of the time, the questions which I come across is that is PT easier than IELTS? So if you see that, definitely PT is easier than IELTS because of the following reasons. As we can see on the image that PT is requiring fast typing. It requires short-term memory. Means you don't have to think about long kind of things. You just have to focus on a very short-term memory, and you just have to be very good at your spellings. Pronunciation and fluency are the main key factors. Then understanding the task methods is really important to crack PT. Pattern familiarity is also important. What counts and time management is really helpful to crack PT easily. If you see that PT is fully computer based and it has very fast results. As you can see, some people even get their results within around hardly like even 2 hours, sometimes even within 1 hour as well. But it is generally very easy to get, and within maximum 5 working days, you will get your PT results. Many people achieve 88 to 90 in their even in the first attempts as well. Okay. Whereas in the IELTS, you don't see superiors band 8s in any time. You hardly find anyone getting band 8. And IELTS, if you see, it is purely based on strong vocabulary, idioms knowledge, phrasal verbs are really important. Then we need to have strong reading abilities, accurate spellings and grammar, complex idea generation, and we have this high focus and resilience is really important. You cannot do IELTS with just a very short term focus. Okay, you have to be very confident and you have to practice a lot unless and until your basic foundational skills are perfect. Okay, then we have another thing that you have to prepare yourself to manage the stress and time. Without that, you are not going to get your scores. Okay. You also have one thing better in IELTS is that you have paper-based exam, which is a good option, which is not present in PT. Okay. But the thing is that at the end of the day, you don't see people getting superiors in IELTS. Coming to the next thing, as you know, that language cert is the new permanent residency exam, which is accepted by Australian Home Affairs Department. So a lot of people are going to that way. So if you see that language cert is still going to be established, it is not currently established properly. So a lot of platforms have developed, but even those platforms are just based on vague identity. Okay, they don't have much strong base like PT platforms has as of now. Question formats are not clearly known. Not many people take language cert, and also that this has only online platforms are not acceptable. Like online test taking is not acceptable for language cert, and only I guess it has only one proper center and that too only in Australia. Okay, most available practice materials are based on speculation. It is still not clear and it is still developing. Whereas for the PTE, if you see, it has long been developed. This PTE exam has developed around 2007 or 8, and it has been a lot of well-established exam system is seen. You see a clear understanding of question types and tasks are also very much clear. You see a lot of YouTube videos as well, clearing all the things. So it is really helpful for you. Then we have very trusted platforms like you have AlfaPTE, which is giving very good scores after these updates. It is very stable, predictable, and widely accepted throughout the world. If you take Academic, it is acceptable for 3,900 plus institutions throughout the world, which is a very huge number. Okay. And then even this is useful for other study programs as well, and as well as for PR program for Australia. For UK, definitely for you can use PT Academic, but PT Academic was only useful for study program in UK, not for your work visa or PR. Okay, for work visa and PR, you have to take PT UKVI. All right, United Kingdom visa and immigration process. For that, you have to take PT UKVI. For Canada, you have to take PTE Core. So it is really helpful for you if you get CLP 9 or CLP 10 scores, which are really high scores. For CLP 9, you need to have 78 in reading, and rest all others are above 80. So at the end of the day, PTE is still a better test compared to language cert or any other test. Coming to the next thing, as a lot of people have been asking in our group as well, the difference between PT and OET, whether PT is easy or OET is a much better option. So again, as you can see, OET is mainly targeted for healthcare professions. So if you are from healthcare professions, it may look easy for you. Speaking and writing will feel more natural because the content of the task in speaking and writing is purely based on clinical scenarios. Coming to this thing, OET, it is highly acceptable by healthcare professions in UK, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and also in UAE. The disadvantages are that it is more expensive than PT, and we have very fewer dates and centers. It has very limited pathways to be used outside healthcare. Whereas PT, we have very fast results, as I've said. Usually within 1 to 2 days, you can expect scores. It is fully computer based. Very hardly 14% human examiner involvement is there. So that is almost like negligible. Unless until you are doing very sort of some and not proper practice. At that time, you may get evaluated by human examiners, but in most of the time, it is not a issue for everyone. It is widely accepted for study, work, and migration industries. Then only disadvantage is that sometimes the AI scoring can feel unpredictable because sometimes a person can get 90, sometimes they may lose their scores. And speaking section is sensitive due to sometimes background noise as well, especially if you are doing in a unauthorized test center, you may find it difficult. It is not tailored only for healthcare professionals, it is for all professions. So that is the difference here between PT and OET. Coming to the next thing, how to book your PT exam. For booking the PT exam, you need to prepare an account at the Pearson PT website. Always make sure that whatever you are doing it as per the passport details. Search for a slot and date select, and then make the payment. You will get a confirmation on your registered email ID through which you have created an account. Take only a passport for your exam. Do not create multiple accounts as this can delay your results. Okay, try to be uh, keeping only one active account at a time if you don't want to create issues for your results. As you can see, do not make any kind of spelling mistakes in your name, address, or errors in the date of birth. Because if you do such kind of mistakes in the exam day, when you go and show your passport, when the details don't match, you will be, you have to go to your home back without taking the exam, and you will also not get any refund because according to the Pearson policies and test persons, they think that a person who is going to take the PT English exam, they need to have basic understanding about what is being asked. And even if you are unable to write properly your name, address, or date of birth, then definitely they don't entertain such case in many of the things. Okay. You can only take your exam hall, no water bottle, no pen, no paper, nothing will be allowed. Only passport is allowed. Everything will be provided at the test center. Okay. You will be provided with a marker and a notepad. Erasable notepad will be provided. So you have to practice while you are practice to write on the erasable notepad while you are practicing at home. Don't depend on thinking that you will get some uh, or we can say that Word document or something like that. Digital notepads are not allowed. So you have to write on only the erasable notepad. You will get a digital timer and a word counter in the test interface on the computer screen. So you'll be able to find that on the top right corner for the timer, how many questions are left, and the below you will find the word count. So you don't have to worry about counting the words. Coming to the next thing, as you can see, a lot of people are becoming a prey of this scams, PTE scams. You only have two proper ways to book your exam. The first thing is that you have to make the payment through your own debit or credit card, and you can make the payments through the official test centers. While you are making use of your own debit or credit card, you have to make sure that uh, your card has enough balance and it is of filer status. Coming to the official test centers, if you are unable to book your exam from your own place or through your own card, you can just go to your Pearson official test centers and inform them about the issues, make them the payment, and they will give you a receipt of the payment and book from your account. Okay, keep that thing like keep that receipt for your future reference so that if something goes wrong, you can show that receipt and communication with the test center people. Okay, and even when you book through the official test center, because they'll be using their cards, so when you go for refund, when you go for rescoring, if you get across refunds, your refunds will be credited to the test center people, so you have to coordinate with them accordingly. Any other booking method telling that they are going to offer you huge discounts, kindly do not fall in that traps because that will be a huge scam. Okay. What are the consequences of following the illegal methods of booking, like carding method? Usually, what happens is you may pay payment to some person who will be telling that if you are making payment through them, you will be getting good discount. So, what will happen is they may claim back fraud chargeback. So your PT exam will be refunded back to them. So your exam will be cancelled. Okay, you may get permanent ban from PT as well. Your PT account will be locked. You will be losing your money forever. And then carding is strictly prohibited in this thing. Okay, you have to be staying safe, book officially, and don't risk your future by making your PT account banned. Okay, because PT is still the most easy and manageable test that you can do. Otherwise, other tests are more tough than this. Coming to the next thing, as you know, that recently I have shared in my group that PTE Core official mock test is also available on the Pearson website, so you can have a look at that. How accurate it is for the real exam, no one can say that unless it is used by now everyone. Okay, so unless someone uses that, you cannot have the idea whether it is working or not. So if someone has taken that PT core mock test, kindly let me know so that we can have an understanding about the real exam scores and also this scores. Coming to the next thing, like many people find this thing issue, like how to get the exam refund, right? Sometimes you may find issues in writing the exam. So at that time, people will be asking me in the group as well. So if you are canceling your exam 2 weeks before the test date, then definitely you will get full refund. If you are canceling within 1 to 14 days of your exam days, you will not get any refund. Rescheduling is also possible free of charge if you are having 2 weeks left before the exam date. And within this 1 to 14 days, your rescheduling window will be locked. So you cannot do any changes. You won't be able to click the rescheduling option. Late changes will not give you any refund. So whatever you want to do, try to do within before 2 weeks only. Within the 2 weeks time, you cannot do anything. If you are having this medical condition, then it is strongly recommended that you submit a this medical appointment certificate where the doctor will be telling you that you are unable to take the test, and that's why you cannot take that. So that will be helpful for you to claim your cash back. Okay. Then coming to the next thing, how to do the PTE rescoring process. Many of the times people end up getting bad scores and they want to go for rescoring method. So at that time, what you can do is you can just call the Pearson customer support. They will be asking you a few details. You have to tell them what happened during your exam and why you think that rescoring is mandatory. So they will be asking you card details. You have to tell them card details and you will be getting an email for that same. Okay, once your rescoring process is completed, you will again get an email telling that your new scorecard is available for view on the PTE portal. You can just have a look at that. Okay, old report will be invalid. Fees will be 160 USD excluding taxes. Processing days usually consist of 2 to 5 days. A refund is issued in 99% of the cases because it is an AI based scoring. After the rescoring process, humans will check each and every task. So in majority of the cases, you will find changes in your response. So you will anyhow get the refunds. So if you are having 1 or 2 marks doubt and if you know that you have done it very perfectly fine, at that time I would strongly recommend you to go through the rescoring process because it is better to take the risk than to take the attempts again and again by wasting your money and time. Okay. Then coming to the next thing, how to manage the issues at the PTE test center. So usually what happens is you have two scenarios in this. So the first thing is if you have a genuine, reputed and official PTE test center, and another one is unofficial and local test center. These official test centers are analyzed and verified by the Pearsons themselves, whereas the local test center or unofficial test centers are the test centers where they request the PT to allow them to take the exam. Okay. So the official test center will give you a case ID proactively if something goes wrong in their test center. So they will be immediately giving you case ID as soon as they identify some issue and if you report them. Then once you get the case ID, immediately come to the home and call Pearson customer support, inform them about the issue and also your case ID getting provided. You will be given an email confirmation of the issue. Then also you will also get an email for the email confirmation of the issue acceptance. And finally, once everything is happening correctly, then you have good chances of getting rescore or free test. Okay, without any issues. Coming to the second time scenario where it is a local test center, at that time the test center will try to make temporary adjustments and they refuse to give case ID. They will only tell you that they will raise the ticket later on or they will try to say that it is working fine, something like that. So you cannot do anything at that time because your time is really important. At that time, what you can do is you can just come to the home and call Pearson customer support. Again, inform them the same issues, whatever you faced, and you were not able to get the case ID. So the Pearson customer support will raise the ticket from their backend, which will be helpful for you. Once you get the case ID, you can also find that in your email ID as well. Okay, keep that for your future reference. This will increase your chances of somewhat rescoring will be done in a more proper way. Otherwise, if you complain after the results are released, then you don't have much chances left with rescoring or retest. So late complaints are risk of being ignored. And if there are some issues identified by the Pearsons a lot, from a lot of candidates, then they may even revoke the center status. So always be proactive and keep a lookout on each and everything, so that if something goes wrong, you are attentively doing the cases so that you get better scores and you at least get free retest. Okay. Then, so recently one of the person did that thing. They were finding it difficult, like mic was not properly working. Their score was not recorded properly. So I have given them the same ideas, like how they can proactively go with the this case ID generation. For that, they did that same thing and they got a free retest from the Pearson themselves. So this is how it is really important to proactively take care of your case and manage things. Otherwise, if you just believe the center people's word, you will not get anything. Coming to the next thing, like as you know, a lot of people ask these questions, sir, how much can I get from the predictions? So this is completely unreliable. Okay, you may get or you may not get. Some people may get 80-90% from the predictions. Some people may get 0 or 5% from the predictions. So you cannot say that it is not useless, or you cannot say that it is completely useful. Okay, it completely depends on your luck. So you just have to use predictions to understand what kind of questions can be expected in a real exam, so that you can prepare yourself according to that, and you get better scores. If you prepare for the pattern and you understand what AI wants from you, then definitely you will start getting better scores in the real exam. Practice all other tasks along with predictions, but focus more on predictions if your target is for higher scores as well. Because if you are lucky, you will definitely get something from the predictions, especially your repeat sentence or right from dictations are usually from the AlfaPTE predictions. Okay. Then coming to the next thing, as you can see, these are the few weekly recaps for the people who got their scores this week. As you can see, this person wrote exam on 4th December, and this person's target was just 44, and within just by staying in the group and practicing by themselves, they have got 48 overall. Coming to the other person, this person also got 90 in writing. With continuous dedication, they were focusing a lot on the emails and the response to station. They practiced a lot, and that is the reason you are able to see such better scores. Okay, everyone will get their scores unless and until they try. If you are not willing to try, if you are not willing to suffer, you have very less chances of getting your scores. Then we have another person who scored 82 with perfect 90s in speaking, and this person took on 2nd December 2025. So as you can see that people are still getting 90 in speaking, provided that you are doing in the correct way. Otherwise, if you don't do in the correct way, you will not get scores. So you have to prepare yourself according to that. Then this person is another person who got superior scores this week as well. And last, this is one of the person who took the exam recently last week. I have shared this information yesterday itself, that this person was trying just for proficient scores, and they need to get only about 76 in speaking. So when I checked their skills profile, I found that there was some issue with their scorings. And when I asked them to go for rescoring, and immediately they got 86 in listening, and they got around 76 in reading. Writing was reduced to 88, but speaking got increased to 90, which gave them a superior score. So that is the importance of taking rescoring. Sometimes if you are lucky, you may also get superior scores. So don't take that risk. Always try to go for rescore if you are sure about your performance. Okay, if you don't do that thing, then definitely you are going to miss your chance, which can again damage your chances to get your scores. Okay, this will again waste your time, energy, and efforts, and also your money as well. So take care of these things. Then this is another person who got good scores. This they practiced on AlfaPTE, and they were practicing some other platform as well, but that platform was showing very irrelevant scores. Then she approached me and asked what which test they have to focus on, like which platform they can focus on. Before the exam, I said that only focus on the alpha PT scorings, and she did the same and she got her desired scores in the real exam. So any other platform, whatever you are going to use, be it APNE, Guruli, or any other platform, that is nowhere near to the comparison of AlfaPTE. Okay, the people are working backend regularly and they are developing themselves a lot. So that will be really helpful for you if you stick with one platform. Don't use multiple platforms on don't get confused. All right. So these are the things that you have to take care of. The same thing is also possible with the this thing as well. Okay, you have to always make sure that whatever you are doing, always practice only on alpha pt only. All right then. So let's see if we have any questions. Let's have a look at that. You can unmute yourself or you can ask the questions on the chat box as well.
Hello, I am Jesli Joman.
Yes, please.
I joined the session a little bit late, so I have one doubt.
Yes,
So
please.
if we rescore the exam, did we want to pay the money again?
Yes. So although you have to pay, as you can see, 160 is the requirement for this thing. 160 USD is a requirement, but in
Mhm.
99% of the cases, you will get refund. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that because it is still being scored by AI. So definitely you can use the same thing. No issues with that.
So if I accept a score from speaking, so if my target it is 70, or if I
Mhm.
get less than 70, can I inform to Ahmed sir?
Yes, you can do that. Like you can just ask them to take the rescore, and when they do the rescoring, if they find your responses are genuine, then definitely you will
Hmm.
get your scores.
Okay, okay. So that time also, so for which cases refund is possible?
In all the cases, like as long as your scores change by even 1 mark in any one of the skill or overall as well, you will get your refund. So that's why I said 99% of the cases you will see refund.
Okay, okay. So if I book through this PS and PT, right?
Hmm. Yes.
If refund is giving by them,
Hmm.
only if you are booking this exam through Alpha PT voucher, right?
Hmm. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay.
So definitely you will get on your card only because you are just using a voucher. So voucher
Hmm.
will not get the a refund to others. If you are using voucher, you will get on your bank details only.
No, no, no. Through voucher, I am paying 15,799, and after that, I book my whole exam through Pearson.
Okay, done.
The
So
exam time, exam center like that.
no issues with that. You will get on your
Huh.
account only.
But I am fearing about one thing only, if my mic is working or not.
Yes.
If
So
I
at that
plan
time,
to uh,
yeah, yes. So at that time, what you can do is at the beginning of the test, you will be given a mic testing screen. At that time, you can do that.
hmm,
Okay. You can
okay,
check,
okay, okay.
you can record yourself and check whether mic is working properly or not. All
That time
right.
itself we can inform to them, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you,
Okay.
thank you, thank you.
No issues. So one question was that how many times can we go for rescoring? Only once per test. Okay. And the other thing was someone when I said to go for rescoring yesterday, one person approached me when where they have taken the test on 5th October. So you can only go for rescoring for the latest test and only that too for within 2 weeks. Okay, within the 2 weeks of this test. Okay, so that's the thing here. Um, Is there any time frame in which I have to make a request? Yes, yes. You have to do within 2 weeks of your results release. You cannot make that before that. Rescoring, if just one section is just, yes, yes, you will get refund. You will still get refund. Okay. So you will definitely get your scores. Each test cancels the result of the previous. No, no, it is not like that. As long as your thing is new, then you will get the scores.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please. All right. So how many days for rescoring process will happen? So that is around 2 to 5 days. You will hardly get 2 to 5 days.
You are not audible. Your mic
Yes,
is on
yes,
mute.
yes, yes. Actually, as I said that it will be giving you, it will hardly take 2 to 5 working days to get rescoring. Uh, then is there any marks reduction after recorrection? Yes, definitely. In majority of the cases, your scores will get changed. So you will find it getting reduced as well as increased. But increase will happen only in 3 to 4 cases, which I have observed in the past 1 month. I'm getting 78 in speaking, 75 in writing, 75 in listening, and 70 in reading. I wanted to write exam on 16 December and I'm targeting for superior scores. What it is recommended? Okay. So for superior scores, you have to get 75 plus in listening and reading, 80 plus in speaking, and 85 plus in writing in 3 to 5 full consecutive AlfaPTE mock test. If you are getting that scores, then definitely you will get scores. So for rescoring, we want to pay again. Okay.
Okay,
So,
can I add something?
yes, please, please. And
Okay, so the question was here that you have paid through a voucher through an Alpha PT or from the official PT center. So you will get a voucher code and you will book the test. So once you will get the results of Pearson PT, then if you are feeling that your result is not up to the mark that you have performed well in your exam and you are not feeling well, so you have to call the Pearson Center for the rescore. You have to provide them with the details of your card, which is on your own name. Okay, 160 US dollars plus tax will be deducted from your account, and then it will take hardly 3 to 4 days, and you will get a new rescoring card. So if your score will be changed from only one mark, like you have gotten 65 in your first attempt, and after rescoring your score is reduced to 50 or even 50, 64 or even 70, you will get the refund in 3 to 5 days, and that money will be transferred into your own card that you have provided with the details. So that was the thing. And another thing I want to enter in the conversation, in Pakistan specifically, many people are approaching you to on the name of discounts, 10%, 15%. Please don't go for that discount. One of my friend is permanently banned from Pearson, and the reason was that she has booked her exam through an unauthorized center, and they have banned them. The carding, the charging, they will simply charge you and they will block you. Only you are the one who is facing the consequences. That's all from my side.
Hello, Dr. Ahmad. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, he is here. I think so.
Hello.
Just a second, he might be disconnected from the app. Okay, you can put your question in the chat or you can speak here.
Okay, I just want to know how much we reliable in PT mock test, like alpha PT mock test result, and I just want to know about what the difference are the main exam and alpha PT mock test result.
Okay, so when you are attempting your exam inside your home, you have your headsets, which might be your hand-free, or the headsets which are not totally capable of the noise cancelling mic. That is the issue that will cost you in terms of speaking. There will be a difference between the speaking scores in the home and in the center, because in the center the mics are highly sensitive, and rest of the result in terms of listening, reading, and writing, they are almost same. Only the difference, the even the writing, if you are not making any kind of grammar mistake or any kind of spelling mistake, and you are writing the content which is totally relevant to the essay topic, you will get the scores. A lot of people are getting 90 out of 90, and they are using the content in very simple language. Rest of the things, if I ask what you have asked in the question, the scores are +5 or -5. It depends upon your performance in your real exam also.
Okay, guys. So
And Mhm.
our time is up. So hopefully we'll continue in our next session. All right. We have less than a minute, so it will end soon. All right, guys. Thank you for your time. Take care and bye bye.